Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Coffee with Chase, episode 24. I'm your host, Chase. If you're a returning listener, thank you very much for joining me for another episode. If you're a new listener, thank you very much for clicking on this very episode, sitting down, and listening to my nonsense. If you haven't already, please make sure to hit the subscribe or follow button, depending on which platform you use to consume the show. The show is available on both Spotify and YouTube. Also, make sure to click on the prompts on both platforms to be notified every time I upload a new episode. In this episode, we recap the month of January, remember the life and legacy of Kobe Bryant, and we close out the Bills backer corner for the season. And with that, let's get right into the show. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How is everybody doing today? I'm doing well, but first, just so we can release all the stresses and anxiety and anger and sadness from everyday life from the past week, let's all just take a quick, deep breath. Oh boy, has it been nice just getting back to a normal routine, normal everyday life. Like I told you guys, the month of January hasn't been nice to me. I told everybody in the past couple episodes, dealing with COVID, dealing with the side effects, dealing with my first ever ER visit has been one of the most stressful months of my life to date, really. But this is a safe place for everybody, this podcast. And, nothing is off topic. Nothing is off limits. And this is really an open book to my everyday life, to my struggles with anxiety, my struggles with depression. I tell you guys stories and what I've been through. So people feel safe when they come just sit down and listen to this podcast, because I want this to be just an open, safe place for everybody. And, I hope the month of January has been kind to you, the listener. But for me, it has been a wild ride, like I've just said. And over the past couple of days, I've been consuming this podcast, and it just reminds me how much I miss baseball. I am a huge sports fanatic, and I was so behind on this podcast that I had to restart and start from the month of September. I was that far behind of last year, so I had so many episodes to catch up on. I probably had, I want to say, maybe at least 12 to 14 hours worth of that show to listen to. And, just recapping the baseball season, recapping the World Series. And I am just so excited to get back to baseball. I am a huge Yankees fan. No, I'm not the type of fan that throws the 27 rings in everybody's face. I was brought up and raised a Yankees fan. My babysitter when I was a kid legit had a room dedicated to the New York Yankees. Everything on the wall was Yankees. Memorabilia, photos, and just images of Yankees past, present, future sometimes. But yeah, I was born and raised a Yankees fan, and because I live so close to the Canada border and live so close to Toronto, it's only a couple hour car ride. And over the past couple of summers, not last summer, but the past couple of summers, me and my girlfriend take a vacation, and for a couple of days, we go up to Toronto. We stay in the same hotel because it is so beautiful, and it's maybe a couple minute walk to the Rogers Center where the Blue Jays play, and everything was legit within walking distance. So we always stay at the same hotel. And, just staying there over the past couple summers, watching the Blue Jays, I kind of developed a little fandom for the Blue Jays. So they have a little place in my heart. And, hopefully once all this craziness slows down and this pandemic is, I would say, taken care of, but slowed down enough to where travel restrictions are lifted and we can start traveling to Canada, I would absolutely love to go see the Blue Jays play again, because I just need a relaxation from everything that's going on. But I think it was a couple years ago, I got my girlfriend birthday tickets. No, not birthday tickets. Concert tickets for Halsey. And I got the email a couple days ago saying the concert was canceled. So it's been a couple years, and we were really looking forward to going and seeing Halsey this summer in Toronto in July. But yesterday, Halsey announced that she was pregnant. It completely blew my mind, but I am legit so happy for her, because, it's amazing. And she has been one of my favorite artists over the past couple of years. Just listening to her music, I would say, calms me down, but just puts me in a safe, happy place. And, she just creates such empowering music, and, she has a place in my heart for music, of course. But, huge congratulations goes out to Halsey. I hope, she gives a safe, natural birth, and I wish her nothing but the best. But it would have been so amazing to go see Halsey this summer. But unfortunately, like everybody else has probably experienced, concerts being canceled, still concerts being pushed back. But, it's going to be so weird returning to concerts and returning to everybody coming together and being surrounded by a couple thousand people. I'm kind of looking forward to returning to normal. Like I said, going to concerts, going to baseball games. But first, we have to listen to the authorities and just listen to what they are telling us to do. Wear your mask, stand 6 feet apart, use hand sanitizer, and follow protocol. And I know we're only in the month of January right now, but we're slowly, almost out of January. Now, if I can use this analogy real quick, it's like we're in the bottom of the 9th inning. We have a 3-2 count, and either we're going to walk, or we're going to strike out, or we're going to hit that fucking ball out of the park, and we're going to dominate the rest of the year. We're going to do our best the rest of the year. And I really hope you, the listener, have an incredible next month, February, next couple months, and hopefully an incredible year, because I know, and I know last year and the start of this year hasn't been nice and hasn't been well for anybody. It's like, can we at least go 5 minutes without anything major happening? Because, I didn't touch upon it last week. I can't remember, please forgive me, but I can't remember what day it was. It was announced that Hank Aaron, the home run leader for the MLB had passed away. And that was such a gut punch to start 2021. I mean, I am so sorry, but I can't remember how old he was. But having such a prominent figure of MLB, of baseball, and being one of the most famous baseball players there ever was, his life and legacy will forever live on because he played such a key role in developing the game of baseball, in leading the game of baseball. And then I want to say within the next day or next 48 hours, it was announced that Larry King had passed away. Now, I'm not too familiar with Larry King, but I know of him, and I know he was such a key player in doing interviews and, I would say, promoting people. Now, like I said, just please forgive me if I don't correctly know what he's done. I know from him from, I would say, social media, from YouTube, just from everyday life, from TV, from the internet. And it's just so crazy that now 2021 has taken two prominent figures from us. And I said in the episode entitled Goodbye 2020, Hello 2021, I said, please don't take Betty White from us. And she had just celebrated her 99th birthday. Holy crap. Betty White just turned 99. That is a life lived. And she has been one of the most funniest actresses I have ever seen. And she still has her wits, her comedic timing, and, just has done everything you could do in a lifetime. But before we get out of January, in last week's episode, I told everybody we were celebrating my girlfriend's birthday. My girlfriend just turned 24, and that day was so nice and just peaceful and relaxing because we celebrated, we went out safely, I must add. We went out safely to a very nice restaurant here in Western New York. We got a little dressed up. We, put on our nice dress clothes, and, we wanted to get out and just have a sense of normalcy. We celebrated. We had such a good time. The restaurant is so nice. We ordered our food. I mean, it was around dinner time. We ordered our food, sat down, had a drink, enjoyed some good food, and just remembered just birthdays of past, remembered some good memories, and, we celebrated. And please celebrate your birthday. I know sometimes, I know, weird, yeah, celebrate your birthday, but I know sometimes people don't like celebrating birthdays because they don't like the feeling of everybody, I don't say celebrating them, but take some time for yourself and just be you, celebrate you, because that is a very special day. Your birthday is a very special day and a very special time. So, this year, what are you going to do? Celebrate your birthday. Yay! But anyways, after we celebrated her birthday, the following day, it was a very hard day because the day after her birthday, it was a year since we lost Kobe Bryant, and it was so weird going on social media and realizing it's only been a year, but it has felt like a lifetime. Because on social media, every day, I follow every sports page possible. I follow the NBA. I follow the Lakers, and they post Kobe quotes, highlights, interviews, and it feels like it's been a lifetime. Because I don't know. I'm still really speechless to the fact that he is gone. I still can't wrap my head around it. And Kobe Bryant was such an icon and legend to everybody in the game of basketball and everybody in everyday life. Because without you knowing it, Kobe Bryant has affected your life. Now, I may be wrong, but he has introduced everybody to the Mamba mentality. And that leads everybody to becoming their best self, taking that leap of faith, and dominating what's presented in front of you. So, if everybody can, take the Mamba mentality and become your best self. Do the best you can in whatever it is that you do and kill it. Because we all just need to become our best self, like I've said. And what I mean by that is using the Mamba mentality to become our best self in not just everyday life, but in your mental health. In everyday life, I mean, work, school, hanging out with friends, and then, with mental health, just doing things to put you at ease and to help you cope with the stressors of anxiety and depression, to help you get out of whatever it is that you're in. And Kobe Bryant touched many lives, and that's including, athletes, artists, even you. Because, I follow tons of athletes, all of, sports pages, and they consistently post clips of Kobe quotes, and it's just the legacy he has left and the footprint that will never be filled. I can't really put into words how much he is meant to me and he is meant to everybody worldwide, because the amount of people that have come together to celebrate his life, his accomplishments, and the legacy he has left was indescribable after he passed away last year. Because whenever we lose such an iconic figure in our lives, you never realize how much that person means to you and to everybody else until after the fact, until that person is no longer there. And it just shows you how much we all care about each other, to come together and to just help each other cope with such an enormous loss because, you know, I'm sorry I'm consistently repeating myself, but Kobe just meant so much to me that I had to at least say something and just, remember him and remember what he has done for everybody. So, if you can, respectfully, crumple up a piece of paper the best you can. Find your nearest trash can, or maybe take your socks off your feet. I know I'm reaching here, but crumple up your socks or your piece of paper and shoot them into their respective bins and say, Kobe. See, if you did that, Kobe Bryant has touched your life and touched mine. Because without hesitation, every time we do that, we always yell, Kobe. I'm really hoping, good things are to come within the next couple months. Because, like I've said before, I have really struggled out of the gate with January. And I don't know about you, but I just want to reach a couple weeks where nothing major has happened. I, like many others, just don't want to deal with the stress anymore. And, I like to think, like I've said, this is an open book podcast. And I can't believe how many times I just said, like I said. And I am so sorry you had to deal with that. But I just want to say this podcast is an open book. And I've talked to you guys plenty of times before about mental health. And, I just want to give you guys a quick little update. I recently got back on my medications. And, the past couple months, I kind of went cold turkey and stopped taking them because I thought, okay, you're seeing a therapist and you're doing okay for the most part. And, maybe, just maybe, you can stop taking these medications that help you deal with your stress and anxiety. Because I thought, I got this. I kind of got control of my thoughts. And, you don't need those to help you get through life. You don't need those to help you deal with these situations. And, I decided, okay, I'll just stop taking them. And, I did okay out of the gate. I was able to control my thoughts, control the thoughts of depression, thoughts of suicide. Now, those have been completely not in the realm of everyday life anymore, because before taking these medications and before seeing a therapist, I would always have thoughts of suicide because my depression was so enormous and out of control. I thought that was the answer to everything. But I just want to say, whoever is struggling with the thoughts of suicide, that is never the answer, and you are not alone. There are many outlets out there to help you cope and deal with suicide, your thoughts of suicide, and help you deal with depression and anxiety. And, if you're thinking about going to see a therapist or going to hopefully take medication, do it. Do whatever you can to help yourself, and do whatever you can to help cope with these things. But, like I was saying, I got off the medication and I was slowly, kind of losing control of my thoughts, and, the anxiety was slowly building up. And when we hit January 1st, that's when I tested positive for COVID. And that's when my anxiety went through the roof, and, I really lost control of my thoughts. And, I thought maybe, just maybe this is what I need to do, is go back on my medication and go back to seeing my therapist. And, I did that. And I started back on my medication, I believe it was 2 weeks ago. And, I'm doing better than what I was. Now, I'm kind of getting back to normal, and the medication is slowly helping me. And, my anxiety was at 100 to begin January. And, I'm getting back to what I was. And it feels so good to say that. But yet, I'm still working. And it is okay to still work on it. Don't get me wrong. It will take time. It's not going to happen overnight. So if you're clamoring for this to be over with instantaneously, it won't happen, because it's a marathon, not a sprint. And it's going to take time. So please be patient with mental health, with anxiety, and with your depression, because you will get through this. And at the end of the day, your life is worth living, and you can do this because you are important. Welcome back to the Bills Backer Corner, where we provide predictions, projections, and potential spoilers to the upcoming Buffalo Bills game. It's with heavy hearts, ladies and gentlemen, that I say the Bills have lost, and the season has come to an end. Yes, that's right. Our Buffalo Bills have lost to the Kansas City Chiefs. And, what I have to say is I am so incredibly proud of this team and the fight they put up. But we lost. We lost to the Kansas City Chiefs 38-24 in the AFC Championship game. And if I was to tell you that I had a feeling we were going to lose, but yet I was still confident. I was still confident in our Buffalo Bills, because they have exceeded all expectations this season. They have gone out week after week and have proven that they can go toe to toe with anybody in the NFL, and they have laid the smackdown on each and every opponent. But they came toe to toe with Goliath, and we got stomped. Now, every week prior to this, the Bills have come out strong, come out guns a-blazing, and tried to, go after each and every opponent and get after their weaknesses. And the defense was doing so well the past couple weeks. And when we face the Chiefs have exploited every single one of our weaknesses. They had two players exceed 100 yards, Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. One of the fastest players in the NFL in Tyreek Hill, and one of the greatest tight ends to ever play football in Travis Kelce. Now, the Chiefs were a scary opponent. I've said that I thought the Bills were going to lose, but yet I still had faith. But when I sat down at game time, I had a feeling. The Bills were going to lose, because prior to that, the Green Bay Packers lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And when that happened, I thought, wouldn't it be the Bills, it would be the Bills, it would be faith that we would face Tom Brady in the Super Bowl and beat them, and beat Brady, and beat the Buccaneers. But as faith has it, it wasn't meant to be. But like I said before, the Bills are going... This Bills team isn't going anywhere anytime soon. No, that isn't... I don't think that's a proper verbiage, but what I mean is, to the rest of the NFL, the Bills aren't going anywhere anytime soon, because this team is here to stay, and this team is here to fight and play and win. We have the team right now to win. We are built to win and built to last, because we have youth, we have athleticism, we have a quarterback in Josh Allen, we have a wide receiver in Stephon Diggs, and our defense has been incredible. But the season has come to an end. So that leaves us with many questions in the off season. A, where do we go next? B, what do we focus on? And C, how do we improve? Because this is a turning point. This is a stepping stone. And the Bills will reload this offseason in the draft, in free agency, in signing of, like I said, free agency, signing new coaches. And even though we're closing out for the season, we will still come to you with Bills updates, with free agent signings, with draftees. But as we close out, I just want to say I am so incredibly proud of the Bills, of players, of coaches, of our fans for never giving up on our team, even though we couldn't see them live until the playoffs. Don't give up your faith, because this team is built to last. And to the Buffalo Bills players, the city of Buffalo and Bills Mafia, are so incredibly proud of you, not just for getting this far, but doing the best you can and, just putting your best foot forward and exceeding all expectations. Bills Mafia, Buffalo Bills, we love you, and we will be back soon with updates and more of the Bills Backer Corner. As always, with that, I want to say thank you for joining me for another week, another episode, and another vent session. The fact that you made it this far, I really do appreciate it. I'm sorry I don't say it enough, but I really am forever grateful. Here's to happy health, mental depression and anxiety awareness, and an overall feeling of self-empowerment. If you enjoyed what you listened to today, make sure you go back and listen to our catalog of episodes. Make sure you subscribe on both platforms. The show is available on both Spotify and YouTube. Also, if you know of anyone that may enjoy the show, please share it with them. Remember, the coffee is always on and new friends are always welcomed. I will talk to everyone next week. Remember to always remind yourself, you made it this far, you're doing the best you can, and things will get better. I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon.